Today I'm doing a review of the Gourmia pressure cooker, and this particular one is the 6-quart size, which is pretty good for just about everything. It's plenty big. And this one came with some really nice paperwork. It came with a very beautiful little recipe booklet, which I like because the other brand, Instantpot, had a horrible cookbook. So this one is very nice and pretty. And I also really appreciated the instructional booklet that came with it because everything is color-coded, super clear instructions about, pressure, steam, recommended minutes, as far as cooking. So really great, especially if you're a newbie and you just want to get an idea of what you can do. That's a great booklet that comes with it. So I am going to open it up now and we're going to see what we got with the set. So the lid opens and functions just like the Instant Pot. In fact, it looks very similar. A nice, good quality lid. And it came with like a little plastic, I call them rice spoons, measuring cup. Came with a little trivet stand. So if you want to put it inside and actually put something on top of it to steam or cook, you can do so. Now this pan lining is different than the Instant Pot that I've seen. This one has like a non-stick finish in it, and it's still a stainless steel pot. It just has that, so I imagine that would make for an easier cleanup. As far as the settings are pretty clear. Instead of manual like the Instant Pot, this one has preset time. I'm always using saute. I do my onions in that first and maybe some spices before I throw the bulk of my food in. And then the warm function is of course great just to keep food nice and cozy before you eat dinner. So let's see, that's about it. So I think I'm gonna get my food ready and I'm gonna make some garlic mashed potatoes. Okay, so I'm ready to make my lazy garlic mashed potatoes. I chopped up about 8 small, tiny little russet potatoes. I've actually just thrown in 3 huge garlic cloves. I'm just too lazy to even cut those guys up. And about 3/4 of a cup of water, a little bit of salt, and just a splash of olive oil. So that's it. That's all I'm going to do. And now I'm going to put the lid on. So I'm going to line up the open. I'm going to, with one hand, amazing, flip it to the closed position, and I know that it's closed because there's a little pin here, and it's all the way in. If it wasn't closed completely, this pin would be out. Okay, so now I'm just going to set my time, and I'm quickly going to look at the valve up here, and it is in airtight position, so this little arrow here is pointing towards airtight. To vent later, it will be in this position. So when the pressure is up, this is actually going to raise up because the pressure will force this little tab here up. So always start in airtight position when you're about to do some pressure cooking. And then I am just going to do 8 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and click pressure cook. I'm going to do 8 minutes. And then that's it. So it's going to take a while for the pressure to build up, and then it's going to start its countdown. So let's see how it goes. My potatoes should be done. The 8 minutes have passed, and now this is the BB that displays when it's in warm mode, and the light for warm also displays. So I know that it is done, and I can go ahead and carefully vent. Yeah, it already self-vented. I actually just walked away from this, which is the best way to do pressure cooking. Set it, forget it, come back, deal with it. Anyways, I'm going to open it. Take a look. Yeah. So those are some really nice cooked potatoes. So I'm just going to take it over to my pot for the next step. Okay, so I have my nice cooked potatoes, and I'm actually just going to throw it all into this bowl, including that water and a little bit of olive oil in there because it's just going to add to my yummy mashed potato mixture. And I'm going to throw in about 2 tablespoons of butter and a nice big dollop of 2 dollops sour cream. That just makes it extra yummy. I have my handy dandy masher. So that's all I'm going to do now is just, the potatoes are just nice cooked through. This is just mashing like butter. This is great. saved a lot of time and hassle. I didn't have to drain hot potatoes. They were just done, and I'm incorporating just that little bit of liquid. I think I did, what, 3/4 of a cup into the potatoes, and it's just coming out super fluffy. It's absorbing all the yummy cream cheese. I'm sorry, the sour cream and butter. Cream cheese would be good in here too. So yum. Quick garlic mashed potatoes. And the garlic cloves, remember, were in here, and they cooked down into just soft, buttery mush too. So they are now being incorporated into this. So I just plated it up, and just look how creamy and fluffy these potatoes came out. Put a little bit of pepper on here. It's ready to go. It's just gorgeous. Came out great.